Hey, what's up, ladies and gents? My name is Dracaan, and today I just wanna ramble and talk about my, thoughts about Shadowlands so far. So I logged in on a small, lower level character just to show something off in a moment. That being one of my issues with the game currently, sadly. But yeah, Shadowlands, overall, yeah, there are a few hiccups. One of the things I was going to bitch about was actually Venari not being account-wide unlock, which it is now, which is a really good change, mind you. I really like it. That means I'm gonna have my Crafters Mark II on all of my crafters now, because there was no chances in hell I would farm Stygia on all of the characters and rep. But yeah, to the point. Shadowlands Dungeons, well, for the most part I enjoy it. Theater of Pain, probably my favorite dungeon in this expansion so far, both in Heroic, Mythic and Mythic Plus. Trina Scythe being the second. I just like it. One thing, however, I am not happy with, and this is together with the previous few expansions, the borrowed power. That is... It was fine for the first one expansion, I guess, maybe two, but now it's just meh. It would be better if the classes just got something instead of being forced to choose a covenant. I mean, mind you, I don't really care about min-maxing. I play what I think is fun. For example, my mage and my demon hunter are Venthir. People usually don't go with that. My arms warrior is a fae. My rogue is a necrolord, and so on and so forth. They are still doing their job well, maybe not pulling the same numbers as the top players, naturally, but still. Covenant campaigns, I have done only the Ardenweald and Maldraxxus campaigns so far. I'm gonna be starting the Venthir campaign probably this weekend, so yeah. But so far, I was enjoying them. They were really nice stories. And PvP, I can't really say I can bitch about anything there really, besides the quite a hell of a burst of a friggin' red paladin. Jesus Christ, that thing deletes people if you allow it to. Yeah, if you allow it to. Same can be said about Ferals, really, which is my main PvP spec for quite a while, so I guess I shouldn't bitch about it. I mean, Convoke. But enough of that. Raids. Well, raid. Most of the bosses, as a tank, I really enjoy. I didn't really have had much chances of going as a DPS. I think I went in cat form like maybe once when one of our guildies asked to tank. Enjoyed it still. Haven't healed Castle Nafria yet on anything besides 3 bosses in LFR, because the healing bag was on. That's the only reason. That's literally the only reason I went to LFR. And yeah. Now, my biggest gripe with the game. The timelines. Oh, that could have been so much more, so much better made. But unfortunately, they did not go the right way. So, this is a level 17 mage. Now, as you can see, he is in the Cataclysm timeline, because I like the classic dungeons. That's the only reason. Now, here's the problem. If I do that, I would be phased out, just like in war mode. People who are not in this timeline will not see me, and I will not see them. Or at least that's in this realm's case, this is a role-playing realm, Argent Dawn. But yeah, if I would go, for example, to the also terrifying Goldshire... Ah, yes, X, because Noble Garden is going on. If I would go to Goldshire right now, which I think I prepared a Hearthstone? No, I did not. Poopy! But I would see it mostly empty. Only the people who had the same timeline chosen would be there for me. Which, don't get me wrong, that's a good thing on this realm. Trust me. But yeah. The issue. If I want to level in any zone that is not in Classic or Cataclysm zones, right? So for example Pandaria. Those areas, at least most of them, if memory serves, will stop scaling pretty much at some point. At level 30, unless I choose a timeline. Then I will have to go back to Stormwind to talk with Chromie and pick the corresponding timeline. Like for example, if now I would not pick a timeline, actually I'm gonna go to Chromie now just to show it off. Because this is one thing that really pisses me off, and it pisses any new players as well. Mostly because the fact that they are trapped in doing BFA content, which, let's be honest, is not the best new player experience. Okay, let's return. Right, and now I should be able to show it better. Ah, as you can see, the zones scale to level 30 here. And it should be in most other... to 45 here. Northrend is also till 30. Pandaria should be the same. 35 is the max for Pandaria. So you probably see where I'm going with this. And of course we have the Kurtiran and Sandalar 50. But you see where I'm going with this. So that's one thing. Now, dungeons. Since I removed myself from this timeline, I can do Battle for Azeroth dungeons. But look at the amount of dungeons I have available. 2. At level 10, it's only freehold. Until level 16, you don't get anything else. This is bad. People get really bored of dungeoneering very quickly. It's for the new players mostly. I have the guide channel, the newcomer channel opened on most of my characters, and I see people having many issues with that. People are not happy, people are getting bored, people are getting burned out. It's not a good thing. So as you may imagine, people are not really willing to stay for long. And with that said, for a veteran player, if we would want to actually do something, then we will have to go back to Chromie. Like, I don't want to do Battle for Azeroth dungeons. No. I want to do TBC dungeons. I have to come back to Chromie, portal to Outland. Okay, and now I can do TBC dungeons, which as you can see is quite considerably more. It's 8 dungeons already. 4 on level 10, and then additional 4 at level 15, and there's more to come still, I believe at level 20. This is already miles better. There is a variety. But then again, each time you want to do a different dungeon, you will have to come here and switch the timeline again. And that opens more and more problems. Let's go back to Cataclysm.
I would have thought someone named Deathwing would bring about
Okay.
so much destruction.
And again, now we have the classic options open. And look at this list. This is at level 17. This is the amount of dungeons we have already available. And yeah, additional issue is the fact that new players cannot really pick their timeline. They cannot pick where they want to go. People are not happy with Battle for Azeroth. Nobody was happy with that expansion, veterans and new players alike. I mean, I understand that you want to show the most recent happenings and introduce some of the new characters that are key features in this expansion, Shadowlands. But it's not really good. Instead of doing it like you did, I would recommend just getting rid of the whole timelines, right? And allow all zones to scale, right? But instead of limiting the access to dungeons, for example, just add additional categories like it was before. Like when you hit it level 58, I believe it was, you could do both TBC and RAF dungeons. Why not do this for all dungeons? Just all the previous content before Shadowlands, just allow everything to scale to level 50. It would make life so much easier. People would be able to decide what they want to do without each time coming to Stormwind or whatever else Chromie is. I mean, I know there's Chromie in Stormwind and Orgrimmar, but that's besides the point. Just add additional categories. Bam, presto. It's done. Much easier. For the new players, however, you can have a little pop-up at the start or a tutorial saying, hey, this is the most recent, we recommend you go there, but if you don't want to go there, it's fine. Speaking of sending people, new people, I mean, one important thing as well. Because there is the island, the tutorial island, the Exile's Reach, I believe it was called. For the most part, it's a good tutorial. I will not deny. I played it twice, and it's pretty good. But please, for the love of God, Blizz, do something with the quest that requires the player to actually use an emote. Just in the objective, just over here somewhere, right? Just give them a hint, hey, type /wave while targeting whatever the name was of this mob. That's gonna help a lot, trust me. And after the first dungeon where you defeat the dragon boss, just give a small pop-up near the minimap on the little eye icon saying, hey, if you want to leave the dungeon, right click here, or right click on your portrait and choose leave dungeon. That would be awesome. And the last gripe I have are professions. Unfortunately, I cannot really show them that well here, but for the most part, the fact that we cannot scale gear a bit more freely is a bit of a meh. Mind you, crafting, yeah, this was a pretty decent crafting expansion, but it was still lacking. There were many ways it could be changed, and people gave a lot of ideas and hints, which for the most part, unfortunately, Blizz did ignore, but oh well. I'm not gonna repeat them because there's a lot of them, and well, both mine and others' ideas were both good and bad, depending for which profession or situation we are looking at. But universally bad is the enchant change, a change that you cannot use low-level enchants on high-level gear, and potions. Why not allow previous potions to be used? I mean, you could just have them being a little bit reduced in effectiveness, like the invisibility potion. The current potions are 18. The previous potions could be, let's say, 15, 12, and 8, depending from the period the potions actually came. Let Skaggle Drink be the 10 seconds one, for example, and the one in BFA could be the 12 seconds, right? Something along those lines. That would be more than enough. But yeah, I feel like I have been rambling more than enough, and apparently I have somebody behind me. Hello, Void Elf. Oh yeah, Bliss. Give us frickin' high elves, please. And give the Horde ogres. Oh, that would be great. I would play Horde so much more. But at any point, thank you so much for watching and listening to my rambles. What are your thoughts? What do you think about those changes? What would you change? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I will record and you will watch. Yay! Bye!